Hey, this is Ransom1690 back with another video. I just kind of head into the store right now to buy me another belt because the one I had broke, and yeah, that sucks. So I guess I gotta spend money to get a new one. I'm not looking forward to that. But yeah, I was debating if I wanted to just Uber there and get it over with. But I decided to walk because I want to start getting back into y'all know, back into the continuity of making videos. And so I'm gonna talk about just exactly how school was my earliest y'all know, I don't know why I'm having fucking brain farts all of a sudden, but it's like I can't fucking find a damn word to say. I know what I want to say, but it just won't come out. But how it was my earliest, I think, exposure to just this shitty reality. Yeah, I think that's what I was trying to say. And and I think school, for the most part, is just a lot of our earliest exposure to just how shitty this reality can be. When I watched videos like Born into the Corrupt System, he would talk about just as a kid how he realized just something wasn't off, just how it didn't make sense with how he needed money to do everything, this and that. But it's like the stuff that I saw, it was just bullshit. It was crazy, the stuff that you see going down in school, you know, and I remember when I was in the ninth grade, we had this fucking rowdy ass bus, because I was catching the bus going home at the time. And it's like, this bus was fucking shit. Like, I mean, just every kid on this goddamn bus was just, because it's like, you got on this fucking bus and they was always rowdy, man. They was always yelling and shit. And it's like, it was bad. Like, these fucking kids, they was always throwing shit. They was always, we're talking about every day on the bus. They was on some fucked up ass shit, throwing alcohol across the bus, throwing food, milk. And y'all know I got I kind of talked about it a little bit. I really didn't get into detail, but I went through the most bullying around ninth grade, and it's like on that bus, I was always getting something thrown at me and shit, and just people just fucking messing with me and shit. And it's like, just in general, just the kids on our bus, they was fucking bad. It was so bad to where we ran off at least 9 bus drivers. That's how bad it was. And it's like, the adults, the fucking principal at school or whatever, like, they never did shit. So it's like, this stuff it just went on, and these kids, and they was just out of control, you know, just nothing but ignorance, loud, and just a whole bunch of chaos and drama. You know, I think ninth grade in general was just really bad. You know, that's when stuff was at their worst. You know, when I would sit in class, these fucking kids, they would fucking always do shit to me. Like, you know, they would always kind of wait till I got up. Then they take my book bag or something and hide it somewhere, or hide it in the fucking sink and shit. Just throwing some bullshit. And so when I came back and my book bag was gone, it's like I would fucking flip out on their ass. And I was like, yo, man, y'all need to quit fucking playing. Like, yo, where's my shit? Like, I mean, this went on every single damn day, and then you could see the fucking smirk on their damn face and shit. Just laughing and smirking, not saying nothing. And you know, and it's like, I think it's this one time where this dude, little stupid ass dude, like, he wanted to fight my ass because he was saying I was tripping too much. So it's like we posted up, and the fight never happened because he just like, nah, man, I don't want to do this shit, you know. But I mean, I wasn't afraid. I mean, I would post up on someone. Like, I didn't give a fuck. But it's like, everyone was always messing with me because of my accent. They thought it was funny. I mean, I know I said a bit about this in the past. They would always get me to do stupid shit. I'm sorry, not do stupid shit, but they would try to get me to say stupid shit because they thought my accent was funny and stuff. Like, just ninth grade, it was bad. You know, that was the worst time of bullying that I went through. But there were other times in school too, like in 5th or 6th grade, where I just kind of saw just how fucked off just people were in general, both the kids and the adults. You know, it was this one time in 5th grade where, you know, again, this took place on the bus, but it's like, it was this little shit who was just kind of acting out on the bus, you know, being rowdy again. And like, this dude that nobody liked, his name was, well, we called him Mr. Brooks. Whether that was his real name or not, I don't fucking remember. But it's like, he was sitting next to the window, and, you know, the kid was sitting next to the window, and Mr. Brooks came through from the outside and grabbed his shirt, like, you know, from outside the window, and started pulling it up by his neck. Like, you know, he was choking him out. He was choking this kid out, and it's like, this kid, like, you could just hear him fucking gagging and shit like this. Like, yeah, that's how he was gagging and shit. And it's like, the bus driver, she would just sit in the front with this cold expression on her face, like, just didn't give a fuck. And it's like, Mr. Brooks, he let the shirt go, and then that was it. And the kid was still trying to fucking act rowdy, and he hit the damn chair, you know, that he was sitting in, like that's gonna do shit, you know. And of course, he, as a 5th, well, I don't remember how old kids are around that time, but you gotta imagine, like, as a kid and shit, it ain't nothing you can do against a grown fucking man. Like, so it's like, come on, man, this dude ain't scared of you. And I think it was also around that time where I just hated. I mean, I think I was pretty much on my way to being an anti-natalist, even then, because I just fucking hated going to school, going into that environment. Like my teacher, I think my second period teacher, she would tell me every day, like, man, you was always like you always having a frown on your face. You don't say nothing positive. And it was this one time where I showed up to school and I was in the best mood of my life, and my second grade teacher, I mean not second grade but second period teacher, my bad, she was like, oh, you having a good day, you this and that. But little did she know the only reason I was having a good day was because my mom had wound up going to jail the night before because she was trying to fight on like my older bro and shit. And so police got caught and she wound up getting taken off because, of course, I think they were underage at the time. Not by too much. I think they was like 16 or 17. I don't fucking remember. But, of course, that's a no-no. You know, you can't be beating up or trying to fight anyone under the age of 18. So they took her ass to jail. And that was a fucking good thing for me. I considered that a positive. And I was kind of like, yes, it's finally over. Like, I mean, that was just my mood. But of course, with me being a kid, I didn't fucking think that, oh, well, she's gonna obviously get out because we're not able, for the most part, especially me and my younger bro, we're not obviously able to take care of ourselves. So of course she's gonna have to fucking get out of jail and this and that, you know. So yeah, when she got out of jail, that was the worst time of my life because all the bullshit started back and I would start showing up to school again, moping. And my second period teacher would just, now the other day you were just happy, and that was a bit of a funny coincidence, you know. That doesn't have anything to do with school, but I mean, it kind of ties in, I guess. I don't know. But, you know, it's just a lot of shit went down in my childhood. Like, you know, around that grade period, I think, or no, it was the following year, I would get put into intervention. And yeah, oh yeah, that's what I want to talk about too. Like just how fucking all the bullshit that gets done to you by these adults in school, you know. And just another shitty thing you had to go through was this fucking collective punishment thing they would do. You know, I don't know if y'all went through that, but it was a common thing in my school. Like these damn adults would do this fucking collective punishment on you where if one kid in the damn class was act up, they would make fucking everyone else pay for it. So it's like when they was trying to walk us to lunch and shit, and this one kid wouldn't shut the fuck up, or a few kids behind us wouldn't shut the fuck up, they would hold every fucking one up. It was like, man, that shit used to piss me the fuck off, because it's like lunch was pretty much my favorite time of the day. Like, you know, it was a time out of the fucking classroom, you know, got to eat and shit. But it's like, we was always being punished for some shit, and you didn't have to fucking do anything. It's like, because some little asshole wouldn't quit fucking acting up, they wouldn't just hold him up, they hold the whole damn line up. Like this, that fucking was shit, man. And then another damn thing is like, when we were in the cafeteria and shit, and we were being, or I guess our class was being a bit too rowdy, like, which is real fucking stupid when you think about it, because like, these teachers would always try to say, oh, y'all need to use your indoor voice, stop talking so loud. It's like, yo, you're in a fucking building full of kids and adults. What the fuck are you talking about? Just use your fucking indoor voice. Of course it's gonna be loud, so they would do this damn penalty where they turn off the lights and wasn't no one allowed to talk. Like, literally just, now that I think about it, it really just seems like it was on some type of fucking jailhouse or prison type shit. Like, it was fucking stupid. Like, none of it fucking actually made sense. It was like we were being prepared to just conform, you know, to what other people wanted us to do. And not in a good way. It's like, what the fuck? But then it was some other shit that other ways they would punish us. Like, you know, if a few people were acting rowdy in a cafeteria, Mr. Brooks, again, the same motherfucker who damn near tried to choke this fucking kid out, you know, he would fucking make the whole class just write sentences. I'm talking about like 100 sentences, like saying some bullshit like, oh, I won't act up anymore in the cafeteria with the teacher, or some bullshit like that. Like, I think it was like around 100 of those we had to write. It could have been 200. I don't fucking remember. And he would punish the whole goddamn class, even if it was like one or two people. Everyone had to do that shit. And it's like, that continued onwards to when I went in 6th grade. And when I went to 6th grade, I was actually put in intervention, which is kind of like this section of the school away from the regular kids, and it's for people who supposedly has behavioral problems, because I could never get along with none of the kids. You know, I was always getting into it with the other kids and shit. You know, just they would say something stupid and I would retaliate verbally, or, you know, just stuff like that. And I was always getting into it, man, with these fucking kids, because they were fucking ignorant. Like, they were ignorant as shit. And so when we went to intervention, the same shit, I wound up with this, this douchebag teacher who, let me try to fucking crawl. Okay, I'm just gonna go for it, like shit. But yeah, I wound up with this fucking douchebag ass teacher who, if one kid in the class was doing something stupid, and you know, intervention wasn't that big, it was maybe like 3, 4, maybe 5 students in the damn classroom the whole time. So it's like, you think it'd be easy just to single the shithead out and punish him only, but no, because this one shithead acted a fool out of 4 other people in the class. All of us got punished regardless. So this bitchy ass teacher, he would make us fucking go outside in this hot ass sun and he would make us all run and shit, or like just bullshit. And then the whole time he would watch us sitting up in front of the fucking shade, like a group of trees with this chair in the shade, drinking a fucking Coca-Cola and shit. And it's like, it was one time, lucky that happened, and luckily I didn't make it to school yet to be a part of that shit. But he had made the fucking kids do that because one of the shitheads acted out again. And it's like, you know, in intervention, they be having like these assistant teachers and shit. And this fucking one stupid bitch, she was just fucking laughing about it because it's like one kid, he was kind of just losing his shit about it because he was being made to do this. And he's like, man, what the fuck? Like, of course you can't say that to the teacher, but I'm sure he didn't say that. But that seemed to be his mentality to like, and I think they said he was banging his head up against a fucking pole or some shit. And they were fucking laughing about it like it was funny as shit. And just, man, just cackling and shit. Like, and it's like, you know, you don't think about this shit when you a fucking kid. Or at least I didn't, but thinking about it now, like, you know, it was pretty fucked up. It was pretty fucked up, just what these adults are allowed to get away with doing to you as when you kid, because they know you don't got no fucking type of authority to like really say anything. You know, they can fucking write referrals up on your ass, tell your parents anything, and like and just for the most part, the parents, like, they gonna listen to these motherfuckers. They ain't gonna listen to you, you know. And I specifically came from that generation of kids are meant to be seen, not heard type shit. You know, so it's like, these adults, they can do some fuck shit. And they know the parents, they ain't gonna listen to fucking you. I mean, even though we did have some shithead kids, it's like, why the fuck did all of us have to get punished for what a few people did and shit? And like, yeah, that ain't never made no sense. And you know, it was other times just, you know, in fucking, okay, let me cross real quick. But it was other fucking times just in school where I just seen or was subjected to just fucked up treatment either by the kids or the adults. Like just some of these kids, they would fucking just roast on you, and they were merciless about it. So it's like, it was this one time in 7th grade. Now, it was this fucking girl in there, and it's like she came to the school, to the class every day, just smelling like piss. And it's like, everyone would just talk about her and shit, and you know, they would just roast on her, just talk about her. And I mean, yeah, she did smell like piss, like all the time she came up in that class. But it's like, you know how kids are with situations like that. Yeah, they gonna roast your ass. They gonna get on your ass. But it's like, no one knows what her situation was probably like, could have been at home, you know. who knows what the fuck was going on in her life that was possibly making her piss herself every day. I don't fucking know, you know, but I can tell you it certainly ain't normal, and I'm not gonna really try to get into that portion of it. But you know, if y'all know what I'm talking about, something was probably going on at home. You don't know. But it's like, yeah, there was incidents like that. And just other stuff in general. Like, just school was really trash. And that was really just the earliest time where I just seen just how fucked and stupid people can really be. Like, both the kids and the adults. That's when you really get exposed to all the fuckery that you're gonna experience out here in this society. But before my video splits up, I'm gonna get back to y'all with another one. I may make a part 2, but yeah, just stay tuned for another one real soon.